Radzi and the legendary Jimmy White in the house today, and because the quarterfinals of the 2023 World Snooker Championship marks Ronnie O'Sullivan's 100th Crucible match, we thought what better thing to do than to be asked 5 random questions by the man holding the camera to work out the legendary moments in Ronnie O'Sullivan's career. Jimmy, up for it?
Absolutely.
We've got no idea what they'll be, so let's fire away.
Okay, so what is Ronnie O'Sullivan's best match at the Crucible?
Oh, so many. For me, I would say, obviously, his best match for me was when he beat John Higgins in the final.
What year was that, Jim? Are we going?
So I think it was 2011 or 12.
Okay, so I'm going to go. I mean, let's be totally honest here. No one really cares what my opinion is when I'm next to this man. But I'm going to chuck it out there as the year after. So he doesn't pick up a cue for a year and then win. I mean, that's just ridiculous. To not play for a year and then win another title when he actually gets to the final and does it, I just couldn't believe it.
No, I actually agree with you there as well. That was one of the most incredible feats in any sport. To be world champion, take a year out and come and win the world championships. Maybe he practiced all year, who knows?
Who knows? I know he was working on a pig farm at one stage, that's what I do know.
Okay, great. What is his best break?
Go on, Radzi, you go with that one.
Best break, there's no question on this one. I'll speak on behalf of Jim. It has to be the fastest ever 147. It will never be equalled. It will never be bettered. I'll put it out there. I not only think it's the best break of all time, I would argue it's one of the best moments in sport ever. It's like the first ever sub 1000 meters. It's just historic.
Okay, and what's his most iconic moment?
Most iconic moment, Jim?
Ronnie's most iconic moment for me was last year when he equalled Hendry's record of 7 times champion of the world. You know, he showed his emotions, he showed how hard it was, and he also had a camera crew filming a documentary all through them 17 days. So his most iconic moment for me was equalling Hendry's record.
And just to add to that, so he's also wearing a microphone when he was out there. He knew that the crew, what they needed for that story to be complete was to get the 7th. It was called, I'm not even sure, in fact, I don't even know if it's come out yet.
No, it's not out yet. They just finished filming after his first round here this year. It comes out very soon.
Oh, wow, so watch this space.
Amazing. And his funniest moment?
Funniest moment, there's been a lot, Jim.
Oh, Ronnie O'Sullivan's funniest moment.
Can I chuck one out there, which is not so much him being funny, but his opponent being funny. So I think it's 96 against Robidoux. It's the first time we see Ronnie play left-handed. And it's not Ronnie playing left-handed that's funny, that's incredible. Alan is livid. He's saying it was insulting to the game and all that stuff. I loved it.
He thought it was disrespect to Alain Robidoux, which it turned out that all of the new players of today can play with their opposite hand.
And his biggest rival at the Crucible?
Biggest rival is, for me, there's only really one that I think is the biggest rival. I'm not sure if I would say at the Crucible, but it's got to be the class of 92. For me, it's John Higgins.
I don't agree with you,
Nice
Radzi.
one,
As
Jim.
much as I love you, I don't agree with you. I think it's Mark Selby. I think Mark Selby is the one that is the hardest for O'Sullivan to beat.
And Alan McManus gave us a little bit of a stat. I think it was yesterday. He gives us lots of stats, by the way. He really is the backbone behind our production. I think I'm right in saying in something like 8 of the last 11 Crucible finals, they've been won by either Mark Selby or Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Incredible, you know, just shows you that they are the best players in the world.
Finally, do you think he can win his 8th?
Can he win his 8th, Jim?
Make no mistake, you know, his first game was a bit sticky. His second game against Hussein with all that sort of pre-match nonsense, he took no notice of that, down to business. He's got a big task to win it this year because you've got John Higgins playing top form and Mark Selby. No disrespect to the other guys. He's got to beat Luca, then he's obviously got to beat maybe Mark Allen. And on the other side, you would think that John Higgins or Mark Selby will come through. So for Ronnie to win his 8th, he's got to play at top form. But he is doing that and he's fit, so I don't see why not.
And what I will say is when you're watching this in the future and it's not 2023 and you know how many titles Ronnie has won, Jimmy reckons he's capable of winning 10. So if you're watching this in 2033 or 2043, when we are looking even younger than we are now, you'll go, Mr. White, called it right, big Ronnie O'Sullivan, double-digit world titles.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and welcome to Eurosport Snooker on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Snooker.